Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth Ann and welcome to today's video. I have no clue what it is. I'm gonna be so honest and tell you I'm feeling like so uninspired lately to make YouTube videos. I've been just picking up my phone because it's so much easier and documenting everything that's going on, but I do want to talk about the last like week and a half because we did some pretty cool things. Last week my dad and I went to one of my bucket list concerts. It was the best concert ever, to see Mumford and Sons. And my dad and my mom went and saw them when I was in college. I couldn't go because of school stuff going on. And I always regretted it so much and wish I would have just like, I don't know, made it work. And so anyway, my parents went. That was probably what, like 2017, 2018. And then, as we all know, they haven't toured or come to Atlanta in like 6 or 7 years. And so yeah, when I knew they were coming, I knew I had to go, and I did, and it was the best concert ever. I wish my mom could have been there, but my dad and I went. She's at the beach with her friends, and it was so good. Like, I have no words. So I'll put in clips here from that. Such an amazing experience. I love the amphitheater in Alpharetta. It's so great.
When you're weak, do you ever think of living wild? Let your anger go to hell, where it belongs. And the strangest feel your world's not all it seems. So tired of misconceived. What else is living? I don't even know if I believe. From the noise of this place, I don't even know if I believe. I don't even know if I believe. To find you were the only one. I'm going back to Kansas City. And I love you, dear, but just how long can I keep singing the same old song? Cold is the world. It's all that I must do. Without her, I'm lost, and my love don't fade away. So tears fall, so mind and bleed. You never see my bleeding heart. La 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 la. I'm
if you can't tell by the way I'm speaking, I am so under the weather. I essentially, since I came back from 4th of July, so it's been a month now, have been under the weather. I just haven't been able to kick my allergies and fatigueness out. I, like, at some point last week felt like super sick. Oh, at the Mumford & Sons concert, I started feeling really bad that day. Then the following 3 days, I felt like trash, and then I've slowly started feeling better. But this morning I woke up and my chest kind of hurts, and I have a little bit of a cough. So it just is what it is. I'm allergic to carpet, and I live in an apartment with exclusively carpet, except for the kitchen. And so I think once I can get out of here, it'll be so much better. But right now my allergies, they just kind of ebb and flow. And right now it's just not a great time. So that's that on that. I had an amazing day. I'll put in clips here. Kaylee and I went to Serenbe and just spent a girls' day together. We're trying to do it as much as we can. She starts a new job next week. I obviously am moving within the next like month. And yeah. Oh my god. If only that. That's basically my catch up. What I'm doing today is really embracing summer girl mood. Summer girl mood is what I do whenever I pretend like I'm on summer break from college or whatever and do things that make me feel as so. So right now I'm having a slow morning routine. I'm gonna sit and read a minute. I'm watching Brooke Minchia's video, but really any YouTube video. I fixed my coffee and that's basically it. I'm gonna read a little bit. The other thing I've been feeling lately is, well, obscene amounts of stress. Oh, also I'm like breaking out so bad. Just have like a little breakout right here, but then you can't tell, but all over my lip I have fever blisters. So that's actually what I get for not continuing to take my epicyclofor. So that's my bad. I just popped one in and hopefully it'll get better. But also it probably means that I'm a little under the weather. Anyway, what I was trying to say is I have a really hard time balancing editing, filming things for platforms, and then I very easily get sucked into just like doom scrolling and everything. But I want to create content and I want to edit content. So I'm trying to find the balance because I've just been like posting literally so much. Like I posted like probably 6 videos yesterday, like 6 or 7 the day before, and I just get sucked. Hold on shopping cart. I just get sucked into the algorithm, trying to find something stuff like that, and I need to like step away for a few days because I can feel my brain like rotting from social media intake. So that's another thing we're doing in this video. But anyway, I'm kind of sad that I didn't think about it before I started taking stuff down and moving stuff home to do a full like 2-bedroom apartment tour outside of Atlanta. But I think I have showed bits and bops, but I'm going home tomorrow, I believe, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and take these things off the wall and probably take home this bookshelf. I had a huge like display up here, so that's what the craziness of my island is, and I'm gonna clean this today. Also have to do the dishes. I have to do a lot of stuff before I go to work today. One of the more important things I need to do is clean everything out of here, and I think this I could probably go ahead and take to Tipton as well. I just realized my air was on full blast. I'm gonna go ahead and take these records and everything home. I can't remember the last time I used my record player. I love record players, but I just don't, it's not out. I don't have enough room to have it like out on display, and so if I don't have it out on display, I just don't use it. The biggest thing I need to do is like start taking clothes home. That would be like a huge help, because let's be honest, I wear like 3% of what's in here in the first place. So yeah, those are basically the updates.
They offer a luxury fashion and lifestyle membership. Essentially, it's access to it. You get a bunch of perks by being a Goodreads member. You could truly have been borrowing these 2 bags for a minute now, and I thought that this would be a great idea to borrow.
I love, wait, what is the name of this brand? I always forget. Dr. Jart's face masks, which Brooke was coincidentally just talking about them. The cryo ones where it's like rubber masks. They're so expensive. They're literally like 20 bucks, like in the range from like $16 to $22. But they were so good. Anywho, I'm gonna do my morning readings, which is so funny. I literally have like 10 morning readings. First of all, here's my morning routine, like realistic. And I don't get to, well, I could do this every morning, but for the most part, I do it. But it's usually on the run. Like, I don't have a dedicated time to sit in front of here and do all of this. But here's my routine. You guys probably just, like, don't even care. But I say the AA morning prayer. God, direct my thinking today so it will be divorced of self-pity, dishonesty, self-will, self-seeking, and fear. God, inspire my thinking, decisions, and intuitions. Help me to relax and take it easy, free me from doubt and indecision. Guide me through this day and show me my next step. God, give me what I need to take care of any problems. I ask all these things and may be maximum service to you and your fellow man. Amen. I'll do that one. And then I read, I don't even know which AA book it is, but one of the AA books, daily devotion. I read Hope for Today. I read, which one is this? One Day at a Time. I read Jesus Calling. And when I have extra time, I read chapters from The Creative Act, because if you are anyone in, like, if you want to be in a creative industry, if you are in a creative industry, if you're not in a creative industry, but you create, like, some sort of form of art, this is so good. I have never, like, read something, like, consistently, and as you can see, like, it's a pretty long book, and been like, wow, this is how my brain works. So, I love reading a few blips. I didn't want to read it all at once because I wanted to digest it and take it in small. Anyway, well, that's basically what I'm going to do. This was, what is today? Today's August 1st. Oh, that's a good one. I don't ever talk about religion or spirituality or anything on here. I feel like the older I get, the more I understand all the different religions. And I'm grateful I don't have worse church trauma than I have. Hi. Okay, so I'm editing this and I literally like blabbered for like 30 minutes. So I'm going to try to say it in more concise terms so you don't have a 45-minute video of me talking about church trauma and church and religion. Not that that's a bad thing, but I just want to say, obviously I'm doing my morning devotions, and what I was saying and kind of talking about was I don't really talk about religion or spirituality or any of that kind of stuff on my YouTube. I think maybe I have before, but for context, I grew up in the church. My grandparents were local missionaries in my hometown, and they were very involved in our church. I was in church in and out, like in middle school and high school. I had issues, church trauma, but I ended up finding a really good group, and some of my best friends that I still have to this day are from my church youth group in high school, which was at a different church than my hometown church. But anyway, all to say is I've had like a very long-standing relationship with God and a higher power since I was a kid. I got baptized when I was like super young. I think I was like 9. And I've always had a relationship with a higher power in my life, obviously. And I've had different seasons with different experiences, and I was kind of opening up and just like talking about how honestly it is kind of hard right now with the space that we are in with the American like Christian nationalist movement. It's absolutely insane. And so I have a really hard time, especially being raised by not only my parents, but my grandparents on either side, teaching you to show the love of Christ and to act, not like embody Christ's love, not to just wear, you know, drive a car with a bumper sticker on the back or wear a shirt that is like Jesus saves. Like, you're supposed to be in the community every day at Walmart, wherever you are, treating others with kindness and respect and helping others when you can. And my belief system is like leaving the world better each day than you found it. And I think that's something my mom always says is, like, my granddad always told her that you should lead people and disciple people by showing the love of Christ and showing your true, like, joyous self, and then them seeing and wanting what you have. And that is it. Like, that's it. That's the tweet. So, you know, I'm just being honest, I've struggled a lot the last, like, few years, even, like, since the first Orange Man presidency. Just with the issues that I have with politics and religion, and, I think everyone knows how I feel about our current presidency, but as a Christian, it's like hard sometimes because I have friends that are like, I can't believe this is what you believe and this is what you stand for, and it's like, no, babe. That's not me. Those aren't my people, okay? And I just am someone that believes wholeheartedly that you take what resonates and leave the rest, especially I was talking about like traveling and being in AA and any sort of like 12-step program, is everyone has their own different higher power. For some people, their higher power is coffee. And for some people, their higher power is Jesus. And everyone has their own journey with their higher power. And so I was kind of talking about that and travel, and how, like, when you travel, you see, as for me, and this is what I was going into in this segment right here, was I was kind of talking about how travel has been able to give me so many amazing things, but the ability to see, like, growing up, you're taught this is the one way you're supposed to live. Like, this is the one way, what we do when you get married here and you do this and you have kids and whatever. And when you get older and you move out or you travel or you try different things in life, you see that there is not just one way to living. And if you're like me, you take a lot from other people's culture and lives and religion and whatever, and you see that there's a lot more and the world's just not this black and white thing that, if you're like me and grew up in the South, maybe you can relate, that it's just not this black and white thing. There are so many areas of gray. And yeah. Anyway, I obviously don't talk about it often, but, you know, there's so many trials and things and very hard things that I've gone through in my life, that I've spoke about online, that I haven't spoke about online. And my faith is like a huge part of what is not only able to get me through that, but honestly to get up every day and live a happy and joyful life, combined with my recovery and AA and everything. So yeah, that's basically, I just wanted to put this in because I don't feel like I have to explain myself for any reason. I would never want any group of people who look differently, love differently, see the world a different way than I am, think that I fall under a certain category, because I don't. And I think as a Christian, the whole Christian nationalist movement that's happening in America with our current administration is like so scary. And yeah, so I don't usually speak about politics or religion, but I don't know, I just felt called to say and let you know, whatever color of your skin is, whatever you identify as, whoever you love, we are all God's children and we are all made in his like beautiful image. And yeah, so let's get on with the vlog. The state of the world just makes me sad. It just does. Yeah. Anyway, let me read mine. Ooh, this is good. It's basically talking about some of us have had the thought of if I could just like run away and start over again, everything would be fine. But it says a big step towards maturing is to realize that I cannot change conditions by running away from them. I can only change my point of view about them and their relation to me. And this is done by only changing myself. Little by little, I can change my world, not by escaping to a new one with the same old me, but by making a new me out of the old one. That's a good one today. I was like, I got distracted and didn't even tell you guys about what the Jesus calling today was. But it's basically talking about how nothing can separate you from Jesus's love, and how even during the circumstances where you feel like you're like fully alone and you're abandoned, that you're never really alone nor abandoned, and that you have someone watching over you constantly. So that's that on that. Online books to read.
Last night for dessert, I had fruit, and I was thinking about what I want to be done. I guess I'll make it. So those are my two non-negotiables.
Fit for this space that's like a little bit lighter, brighter. I also want to get potentially a different mirror. I really like this one that I've been using.
Good morning, you guys. I just realized I haven't vlogged anything in like 2 or 3 days. I literally was at home sick, so there really wasn't anything to vlog. But today's my last day of Mart. Very bittersweet. I've enjoyed going to Mart and trusting the outlets so much. While being the manager at the store I'm at, but it's the last one. And yeah, I'm on the way to Dunkin'. I'm running behind, obviously. She was like, let's leave at 8, but I know you'll be here at 8:15. You know, right, sugar. I went to the doctor yesterday because I was just like, I can't freaking kick whatever's wrong with me. And she gave me a Z-Pack, and I told her what like had been happening and going on. And she said that she thinks it's just like a sinus infection that I couldn't kick, and like the antibiotic I had for my ear infection wouldn't work for the sinus infection and whatever. So I started a Z-Pack yesterday. My allergies are just so bad. We've gone over this. I just think they're gonna be bad until I move out of my apartment, but it is what it is. Yeah, anyway, I thought I had this super cute outfit plan. I was like, oh, I have I'm like feeling around to make sure it's not back here. Yeah. I was like, oh, I have my Leland blue hat. So I'll wear this outfit. As I was walking out the door, I was like, oh, forgot my hat. Let me run back. And now that I'm saying all this out loud, I didn't even look. Oh, shoot. I think I know where my hat is. Oh, well, I don't have time. But I was going to have the super cute outfit and wear the Leland blue hat. And then I'm going to have this tank and have like an athletic skirt on. But that did not happen.
Thank you for choosing Dunkin'. What can I get for you?
Hi, I had a mobile order for Elizabeth.
You can pull forward.
All right. I'm like actually so worn out and tired, and I know I need to go home and work out and go to bed, but I really want a soda from the soda shop in Noonan, but I just don't think I can fight the traffic to get it. Maybe I'll go after work tomorrow. You guys, I just came to the soda shop. Guess what? Spoiler alert, after talking for 10 minutes about how I'm not gonna come, I came. And, low-key sad. And my god, I usually get something similar to this. It's like a Diet Coke, coconut cream. Like, maybe like cherry and lime. Like the classic dirty soda. But this is like a summer one I saw, and oh my god, it's so good. It's even better with Diet Dr. Pepper because, you know, Diet Dr. Pepper has that, it's just like a whole different flavor. And you can't tell by how red I am. The sun's actually out now and it's really hot. What was I gonna say? Oh, this is coconut cream, Diet Dr. Pepper, and sugar-free pineapple. The pineapple and the Dr. Pepper flavor go so well together. Oh my god, like I need this in my veins. This is so good. Anyway, I just filmed a TikTok being like, don't think they're gonna have this in Ireland, and for sure won't have the ice in Ireland, but you know, it's the trade-offs. It's the trade-offs you get. Oh my god, this is so yummy. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'll come here. I mean, I'll come back to Noonan, but they're not open. I'll be here Sunday, but they're not open on Sundays, which was kind of the deciding factor of me coming. And, you know, I'm hitting all my favorite spots this week. We're going to Steam House tomorrow, and I'll take you guys and, like, actually try to, like, film in there, because I always, like, get distracted and never do. But I promise I'll try. It is my favorite dive in the world. I've already gone over this in one of the last videos. Anyhow, I'm gonna go to the bookstore, and that's basically it. TTYL. I literally want one of everything. So much self-control, because I know I'm gonna buy so many when I get to Dublin, but